Hello everyone, Deadeye here, and I'm going to talk about PlanetSide 2's newly announced continent, Oshur, or as I've been calling it in my head, oh shit. Um, uh, I guess I should do more PlanetSide stuff because my last couple PlanetSide videos did really well, and this seems to be a topic worth talking about. So I just watched the live stream they did, the 9th anniversary live stream. It's been a couple days since it was live, but I just watched it. I'm doing this VO afterwards. I'm not. I'm just doing this free-form stream of conscious, like while all the thoughts are fresh in my head from what I just watched. You should go and watch the live stream if you want to see the actual footage from the actual continent. I might use some screenshots or something, but I don't want to actually like steal, what they did. Of course, that's not me. So the footage you're gonna mostly see is just some background footage I captured while I was playing the game. So just a couple big notes. Oshur is a large-sized continent, like the other continents, main continents, and it's island-based with waterways around the islands, and there's no warp gates. I don't know exactly what that's going to mean for spawning in onto the continent. In the old mention of Oshur back in the day, the first time I guess it was mentioned, Oshur was going to be fleet carrier-based, and around the place there was going to be big cannons to fight, the fleet carriers. But those cannons are now part of the Colossus, and fleet carriers probably a little bit of a different role than they were originally. So I don't know. We'll see. Looking at the island though, and the footage that they showed, it looks a lot like Indar with a tropical theme, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It looks like a fucking sniper's paradise. Long range is gonna be great, it seems. A lot of large approaches to areas, so this should be really fun. It looks a lot like Indar. Some of the more craggly parts of... Craggly? Is that a word? Parts of Indar, but spread out on more islands. They didn't show off a whole ton of the continent, but a lot of it. So, the other big changes is it sounds like there's gonna be changes to the construction system, which is probably long overdue, and changes to the vehicle driving behavior, which they accidentally pushed to live, but let's not talk about that mess up. Because it's all water-based, there's going to be some bridges, but it's mostly water-based. To getting around, you will the different kinds of vehicles will deal with them differently. Wheeled vehicles will be able to skid, like float across the surface very slowly. Tracked vehicles will go across the bottom surface of the ocean, and I guess the hover vehicle and the mag rider will float above, I guess. So that'll be a special case for the mag riders. Good for you, VS. And the small vehicles, I guess the small ESFs, excuse me, the Valks and the ESFs, I should say, will be able to basically submarine underwater. So that's pretty dang interesting. The large planes, I think they said live in Gal specifically, maybe it was just Gal, will just go under and then float up to the top. So that's the new behaviors. They said you won't be able to fire your weapon underwater. There will be specific weapons for firing underwater because infantry will walk along the bottom surface of the water. I can't remember if they mentioned that these changes will apply to other water places. There's not that many, but I hope so. I mean, I think you'd have to, right? Considering what happened with the live update, I think that has to happen. Anyways, we'll see, I guess. I don't think they specifically mentioned that there will be underwater weapons for the vehicles, though. I could be wrong. I just remember them mentioning the ones for player infantry. They said there'll be no construction underwater, which to me is disappointing, because if they're going to be changing how construction works, and if everything underwater, because it's going to be all, slower, harder to control and whatnot, the whole point of the underwater, I guess, is to get around choke points, which could be interesting. It could be more interesting to me to be able to build quicker paths underwater to get around choke points instead of slower paths underwater. Then those choke points don't become choke points at all. Maybe they just don't want that. I don't know. But that's mostly it. It looks like there's going to be a couple of new base types. They have a giant spire in the middle that they said may be on, I think, if it was going to actually be and what were they called? Interlinks, the satellite arrays or whatever they were called. Those from the hell was it from? Was it from Hassan? I don't remember right now, but some new base types are going to be interesting. Of course, it's still pretty early on. It seems like it's going to be a while before this actually comes, but they're actually putting effort into it, so that's good. I'm looking forward to the update. I mean, it's very Indar. Indar, I mean, is probably the most popular. If you took an actual survey of all players, Indar is probably most popular. I like all of the continents, to be honest. I guess I'm an outlier. I like Haas and I like Esamir. I liked Esamir more than the way it used to be, but whatever. That's just me, though. I understand. I guess I'm in a minority. But yeah, I'm excited for the new changes. I'm curious. I believe in the old idea for Oshur. It wasn't that the entire place was going to be open for water vehicle driving, basically. It was going to be more. There's going to be like shallows. I thought. I could be wrong. I thought that would be a way to keep it instead of bridges at all. Just put shallows, and then those would be your new choke points. Choke points. But if they're going to open up all of the ocean floor, you know what that opens up? Space for an actual submarine. An actual underwater or surface level combat. Of course, that might happen, that might not. That seems like a big change. But more vehicles wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. It could just add more interesting to the game. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. To me, just it looks a lot like Indar. It looks like a sniper's paradise. Since we don't really see a lot of the bases, we can't really assume how those are going to be. They mentioned they're going to do Sunday garages a lot, so with like shields, so that's fine. That let's be honest, that seems to be where a lot of fights happen. A lot of people die around those, so that's not bad. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Doesn't look nearly ready, though, to me, personally. But, hey, I'm not on their side. I don't know what they know that they haven't mentioned. So, I don't know what else to say. That's little bits on Planetside 2's new continent, Oshur. Look forward to it. Hope to see it soon. Hope that they actually put it on PTS instead of just shoving it onto live. And then just, you know, let people test it, please. Just please. I know people want the new things as fast as possible, but a couple of recent updates have... with new things has been kind of bad without testing. Just saying. Okay. Alright, I don't know. That's it. It's what I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hey, if you did, do please subscribe. Go check out my last two Planetside videos, I guess. And that's gonna be it for me. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope to see you soon. I don't know. Bye-bye now.
That will make them think